is Jerry Visca, the founding publisher of Defyeneurs, and welcome to the Freedom Families Edition. This is an exciting day, an exciting time, because we are live with Dale and Vanessa Munger of California, our featured cover story. Welcome, Dale and Vanessa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to talking to you.
Excited to be on the line.
So exciting. Vanessa, there's an amazing quote here that I want listeners to hear in your profile, and it goes like this. Every day we wake up eager to help another family, just like our own, have the freedom to live debt-free so they can spend time focusing on what matters, spending time with their family. I absolutely love that, and I'm really honored to bring you into this platform, this profile. Vanessa, how has your journey led you to relationship marketing?
Well, Gary, when I first had my first son, Braden, I just knew that there had to be another way out there. I was working in corporate America, and I had a job where I would go to work early in the morning and I would come home late at night. And when I was pregnant, I really, was enjoying the journey. And when I had him, I fell in love with him. And I just realized quickly that I was not going to go back to working 9 to 5 and having someone else raise my child. And I knew there had to be something else out there that we could do where I could stay at home but still make a difference and, make a difference in other lives and still be a mom, but also contribute to, something bigger than just being a stay-at-home mom. So that's what really made me fall in love with this industry, is when I first was introduced to it, I never knew there was anything like that. And I just thought, wow, I just love the fact that you could dream again. I love the fact that you don't have to have any kind of background. As long as you follow the simple system, you could have success in this business. And that motto really led to a passion that Dale and I had that we never knew we had before. We found relationship marketing. We knew that we loved people and we loved helping people, but we really found a true niche. And so we were super excited to jump on board, and I just really dove into it as a mom, finding ways that I could work the business with my child with me all the time. And it started to work out really well. I had the 2 kids when we first started in the industry, and I just got attracted to other moms and other families. And instead of, worrying about, okay, I have to find a babysitter when I'm working my business, I brought my children, and we would find places like parks where I would meet with other moms or other families, or meet at, a restaurant that they had a child area where the kids could play. And we made it really fun, and it really attracted other families into the business because they realized, too, that they don't have to have a babysitter to do this business. We could do it on our own time and our own hour and have our children involved in it, and it just kind of exploded from there. And that's really how, I fell in love with this industry and dove in. Dale, what do you think?
Well, I think that, I remember when we had our own business. We've been a long time now. We started in this industry in 2006, and we had our own business, and we were working like crazy. I was up till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night, doing appraisals for everyone, and it was very stressful. Even though I was making a lot of money, it was very stressful. I never had time with my kids. I never had time to spend with Braden. I never had time to spend with my wife, and it was quite frustrating. And one night I was on the TV watching ESPN. It was pretty late, and I actually saw a show that said work from home, I create a residual income, and I actually just contacted that and waited for someone to actually call me live, and somebody called me live. I got a bunch of emails, a bunch of other stuff. This is a tip on the phone, too, by the way. Reach out to people, touch them. And got the phone call, sat down with her. Amazing thing was we already had the product that the person was offering, and just saw it as a no-brainer, as a plan B. And I'll tell you, being in the industry has just totally changed our life. Really seeing a different view, understanding that everybody can succeed. You don't have to be in corporate America and climb the ladder, or you don't even have to have the best education in the world. All you have to have is work ethic. And I've learned that over time that, the training that you get in network marketing is phenomenal. You realize that there are other people achieving great things, and some of them don't even have, they barely have a high school education, and And to me, I'm watching and listening to these people, and it came down to one thing: why were they all successful? Why are there so many people in this industry? Why has this industry created the most millionaires in any industry in the world? Well, it's because people have work ethic, and they have dreams, and they have a why. And, that's what it really taught me. It really taught me is I was able to come into this industry understanding that, if my why was big enough, I could truly achieve great things. And, that's truly what's happened for Vanessa and I is that I came home and I told my boys, I said, Daddy's going to come home and tell you every time I don't share this product or opportunity with someone that I'm going to quit on you. And I only told him that once, and I went to work and never looked back. And, I love the story of Michael Jordan. It's very similar to it. I think everybody can relate. The fact is that he's missed 9,000 game-winning shots. He was cut from his basketball team. But yet he still has, several MVP awards in the NBA, several MVP All-Star awards. He has 6 championship rings. But he's failed over and over and over again. And, that's what it just takes, going out there and failing forward, looking towards your goal and realizing that, it doesn't really matter. You just got to go make it happen. And, when you want something bad enough, you'll receive it. That's my motto. And I just went to work and never looked back. And I stopped focusing on what my past had given me and started focusing on what my future was going to be. And that's really what I think network marketing, relationship marketing has, done. It gives you an opportunity to go out there and change many lives as long as you're willing to change yours.
I love it. That's extraordinary. I love the use of Michael Jordan example. He was actually, he was cut from his basketball team in high school and actually hid in his closet, cried for a week before he got back out there and really made it happen. Vanessa, I love what you just shared. Two of you are truly role models. I love that you just wanted to be a mom and be there for your son, Braden. And, I love how the family togetherness is what has driven the two of you to really succeed and to dream again. And you can see how you're inspiring just, thousands of people to do the same. There's another quote that I want to share with listeners. It goes like this: our goal as a family and a business is to help people realize their true potential and see the greatness they have within themselves. I love that. Vanessa, what gets you leaping out of bed every morning? Besides Dale, and, I'm sure he gets you excited, but what gets you really leaping out of bed?
I just have found a deep passion, kind of Dale and I sometimes call it our calling or our purpose, to just go out there and make a difference in some other family's lives. I get super excited when I'm on the phone with or I meet another family that I could help, just because I know that, just a few years ago, Dale and I were struggling. We were losing everything. We were in a place in our lives where we were fearful of what was going to happen next. So it's so awesome to have this true gift of relationship marketing, to be able to go out there and know that we are the ones that paint our own destiny. We are the ones that make our future the way we want it to be, and we could have that empowerment to go out and help another family and show another family exactly how to do the same thing we did to have the same success. And so that really drives me, besides my children, wanting to have everything for them, wanting to make sure that, both Braden and Landon are taken care of with whatever they need financially or whatever they need physically, or food, or, being able to provide them with organic food and to eat healthy and those kind of things that really matter to us as a family. That, of course, drives me as well. But, after that's all said and done, I really get passionate, and Dale and I really get passionate about who else is out there that was struggling or that's praying for something or needs an opportunity and could use a gift like we've had, and that we could show them exactly how to have success in the same way. And so with that, we just get super passionate and excited, and we want to help other people. And when we find someone in a similar situation that has the same drive as us, we know that they could have success in this industry. And I love that, because this industry has no, like we said, you don't have to have a certain background. You don't have to do, you don't have to have had success in the past. You just have to follow the system and let us help you, and let the system help you in relationship marketing. And it really, really works. as long as you're willing to let it and be coachable. So, that's what really gets me out of bed and gets me super excited, is just going out there and making a difference and knowing that, wow, that other family that was struggling, look at their life now, look at what they're doing now and how they're helping other people. It's kind of like that, pay it forward and ripple effect. Once you teach somebody else, they go out there and they get that same passion because they didn't know they could do that, or they didn't know that they had that in them, and they move forward doing the same thing to help other families. And that really is, just a blessing to see, what we do duplicating down the way in other countries all over the world, and just, growing to help other people.
It's amazing.
Dale, what about you?
Well, what gets me leaping out of bed is really understanding the fact that, when you can get yourself out of the way, going from being broke, like my wife just said, and not looking at the right side of the menu when you order something where, I'll take the cheapest thing on this menu, and to be able to look at a menu and just order what you want, to be able to, travel around the world, just pick up and leave, to be able to go to the Philippines for a month, take your mother-in-law with her, and go to 4 different 5-star resorts and do the whole thing, do scuba diving, boating, private boats, see the amazing greatness thing that is greatness. I mean, just God's creation is amazing, but here's the thing, it all started with a why. It all started with us, leaping out of bed for our why. And once we recruited someone else, it was their why. It was helping them get to the next level. It was helping them, get into a Lexus, as quickly as possible. And I'll tell you, when you take someone to a Lexus dealership and you help them, succeed, when you help them go to the next level and you watch them get their car, it is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely the most best. I can't even express the feeling that you get from someone getting their car, But then when somebody earns a $50,000 bonus, or when somebody earns a $150,000 bonus with us, it's exhilarating knowing that you're part of that journey, to be part of someone else's journey, to watch them go from struggling, or watch them go from not struggling, having tons of money but no freedom, and create freedom in someone's life. That's really what we're about. I get to go out there, and whether you have tons of money, no freedom, or you're broke, or you just, you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, all those options work. And it just comes down to one thing. All 3 of those people would succeed, because they have a work ethic, because they have a why, because they have a dream. We learned this a long time ago, Gary, that, when somebody wants something, like I said, bad enough, you'll receive it. And what I mean by that is if you just go out there and stop focusing on, your past, things that has happened to you in your life that really don't matter, that you have no control of, and you start focusing on your future, and you start looking at the positive things in your life. And I focus on nothing but positive. I have 25 songs in my phone that are only positive. I only read positive books. I mean, everything I focus on is positive. Why? Because there's so much negative out there in this world, and so many people that are willing to tell you that, it doesn't work. There's so many people willing to tell you that you can't do it, or you don't have the personality, or I'm shy, and, that's just an excuse for you not to win in life. If you're shy, then we have to get over it. If you don't believe you can do something, then you have to build a bridge and get over it. Because stop giving yourself an excuse to lose in life when you have every excuse in this world to win. And that's what we do. We help people build a bridge and get over it. And what I mean by that is that, I don't allow someone to give themselves an excuse. There's we've had success. We've went through the ups and downs. We've rode the entrepreneurial roller coaster, and we know how to get to the top. We know that what it takes is simple. Go out there and help someone, serve someone, show them their inner you is powerful. Show them greatness. When you can show someone their greatness and show them, and just when you believe in someone more than themselves, you should watch this magic happen. And that's what we get to do on a daily basis, whereas other people will go to corporate America, hoping that one day they don't get laid off. Whereas here you can build your plan B on a part-time, spare-time basis, and be able to, fire your boss one day, because you don't have to worry about working. Yet you're free. You have a residual income that makes more than what you were making at your work weekly. And now you don't have to work for someone else, and now you can truly step out on your own and build your own dreams. And that's what I get to do on a daily basis. So, I would tell you that's what makes me get out of bed. That's what helps me leap out of bed, because there's that one person that I recruit, or someone else on the team recruits, that I can run with and help them achieve greatness, feel this amazing, I don't even know how to describe the feeling, but this accomplishment of, look what I did. I just went and never looked back. And look at where I'm at today. And so that's truly what we get to do. That's what makes me jump, leap out of bed every day.
I love it. The two of you, so extraordinary. I just love that you're helping families succeed. You're helping others succeed. It's obvious in your energy that you're constantly putting other people first. I love your tip, Vanessa, about being coachable, and it's just fantastic. So the last question I have for the two of you, Vanessa, you've seen a lot. You've been through a lot. You've somehow mastered taking discomfort and turning it into your greatest growth as a family. What's the bigger picture for Dale and Vanessa going forward?
Going forward, one of the big things, it's like once you've, earned a lot of money and you get all the bills out of the way and you could do almost anything you want financially, the bigger picture comes to, let's change more lives around the world. Let's get together as a family and go out there and travel more and help more people everywhere. And let's instill those values into our children. A big thing for myself is while we're doing this and in this journey is to really teach our children about giving back, teach our children about having these same values of going out there and being positive and helping others and showing them, that being entrepreneurial and having, a business where you could build and you could set your own goals and you could have whatever you want, teaching that to our children is obviously a huge thing for us, is to make sure that we're instilling those values into them so they could carry that on for generations and generations. This business model has been such a blessing, and, I come from a background where my family is always on us about, when are you guys going to get a job? When are you going to go back to school? When are you going to do a whole bunch of things? And, that was always in the beginning of our business. They were always saying that kind of stuff to me. And so Dale and I have always used that to fuel us. Like, we wanted to make sure that we were successful in this business and really successful in what we were doing, because we had so many naysayers out there that were kind of not trying to hold us back. They loved us and cared about us, but they wanted to, make sure that we were doing the right things, and they didn't know anything about this industry. And so, going forward, the bigger picture in our life is just to make sure that we go out there and we help other people and let them know that they could have the same success as us. And just painting that picture for families that, if you have a desire and you really want to make something happen, this kind of industry could change everything. It changes the way your children grow up. It changes, the way they think. It changes the way you are as a wife, you are as a husband to each other. It's so much bigger than what you just think it is. It's not just about the product that you're offering. It's not just about, going out there and making money. This industry has become so much more than that. It makes you become a whole person and a better mother and a better father, and just all around expands everything for you. So, going forward, the money is amazing, and it's such a blessing to be able to have that. But, I think that now, we're really turning our focus on helping other people and giving back and really looking at what is it that we're really enables us to do in the future. Now, what is it that we can do to help other people in so much more than just, just in what we're doing now. And so it's just huge how I just love how you could just dream all the time in this business, and your dreams could be so big and so huge that other people laugh at it, and that makes it so much more exciting because you normally accomplish it. That drives Dale and I. When people laugh at our dreams and they think that we're silly or that's too huge, that drives us to really make it happen. So, that's really what I think the bigger picture is for me, and I'm super excited about what the future holds for sure, for myself and for Dale and I and for our two boys.
Love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Dale, do you want to add anything to that?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I will tell you that, like my wife just said, is our bigger picture truly is changing families' lives, changing that individual's lives. taking them from the unknowing, the unbelieving, to be able to understand that, you know, they really had it the whole time. They didn't have to have this God-given gift of you know, being the most outgoing person. They didn't have to have this God-given gift of this person that is just naturally talented, have all the friends in the world, you know, the most popular person growing up. You know, you don't need any of that. What you need is drive. What you need is work ethic. And if we can teach someone to learn that and show them that, you know, when your why is big enough, nothing matters. Nothing can get in your way. You become 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And, you know, we do that on a daily basis. You know, I get in there, I find out, you know, why this person's doing, connect with them on a higher level, you know, and let them know that, look, you know, only 4 years ago, we were broke. You know, I couldn't afford a gallon of milk. You know, my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I would sit in the garage for 30 minutes crying because I didn't want to face my family. I felt like the loser father that you could, you know, that just couldn't provide. What was I doing? And, you know, emptying the kids' rooms so I could afford the house I lived in, got renters in the house. I mean, you name it, it happened to me. You name it, you know, and most people would just, you know, sit there and melt, think about what's going on. What are you loser? What are you doing? I didn't. I didn't have a choice. I never looked at my bank account. I never looked at any of that. So, you know, I can tell you one thing. I can get anybody out of any hell that they're in if they're willing to push, if they're willing to find their why, if they're willing to not care what other people think. Because the truth is, no one cares that much when you're at your brokest moment. You know, no one reaches out and saves you and gets you, you know, this $1 million opportunity or $1 million in your bank account, and nobody comes to your rescue. The only way you be rescued is you come to your own rescue. You realize that you've always had it, and then you don't care what other people think, and you push forward. That's our job. The bigger picture is showing people the light, showing people that, you know, stop using your excuses to stop you from winning in life. You know, and the bigger picture for me is, and, you know, I mean, I dream again. You know, I'd be able to give back in a big way, and I would say a huge way in the diabetes fund. Be able to give back to church in a huge way, and, you know, and I'm that kind of guy. I like to give back, but also, you know, I'm the kind of guy that's a huge dreamer. You know, and what I'm about to say, you know, might be, you know, way out there for someone, but this is happening already. What I'm about to say. So, you know, I want a lazy river that connects to to all my friends and family's house. You know, I want, you know, my friend Danny to have a red light, green light, and my next friend Mark, and, you know, to have a red light and green light, meaning, you know, if their red light's on, they're not home, but the green light is, I can go get them and get them in the water with me. You know, I want this you know, a zip line that goes into my pool. I want, you know, I want to be able to scuba dive in my own backyard. I want to be able to have a lake back there that has, you know, corals and stuff and fish in it and salt water with some jet skis back there that I can just go have fun in. I mean, I know I think way out there, want a pirate ship in the middle that I could swing from the rope. I mean, I know I'm crazy. I got these crazy, audacious dreams. But, you know, the funny thing is our last convention, I had about 6 of my friends that were already drawing out what their estate was going to look like. And, you know, one of them was saying that they want 3 holes of golf in their backyard, and the other one was saying I want to put a couple of volleyball courts, and another one said I want a helicopter just in case, you know, we forget something, we can go pick them up. And, you know, I mean, all these huge dreams, aspirations. My little son Landon, you know, he was saying he wanted a tree house from Treehouse Masters, you know, and he wanted to only have a door big enough for kids so that the adults weren't allowed in, and, you know, and he was so detailed what he wanted inside his treehouse, you know, an Xbox with 4 TVs, and each kid has their own controller and their own TV, and I mean, all just detailed stuff. We're talking about a 10-year-old. You know, I want a water slide that connects from my master bedroom into my pool, and, you know, these are things that are already starting to happen, Gary. These are things that happen because, you know what, 4 years ago I just said, you know what, I don't care what other people think. I'm going to go make this thing happen. I'm not going to look back. And when somebody comes in this business, I'm taking them to the top. I am taking them to the top. You know, that's how we feel. You know, there's not a person that we can't help. I don't care what they're going through. I went through hell. I was depressed. I was not believing in myself. But you know what? I just said, no, if I'm going to do this, I'm just going to have fun. I'm not going to look back. I don't care if someone says no. I'm just going to keep going until somebody says yes. And that's kind of what the bigger picture is. It's helping someone keep going until somebody says yes. It's helping someone believe in themselves more than they've ever been able to believe in themselves. It's taking that person that's shy, like myself. I was shy, and today I'm no longer shy. Today I understand that, when I can get out of my comfort zone, success is inevitable. So, really that's the bigger picture for us.
I love it. Defyeneurs is about everyday people doing extraordinary things. We're so honored to have both of you, Dale and Vanessa, lead the Freedom Families edition as our cover story. Pages 2 and 3, just absolutely mind-blowing. I love it. Thank you so much, both of you, for being a part of this inspired platform. On behalf of Defyeneurs, I just want to wish you both, you and your family, the most defined year of success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary. Really grateful for the opportunity to be in this amazing magazine.
Thank you. We're so honored.
Thank you so much.